miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No, 158.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Let's go. Hey, we got
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To pass, Flacco. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Lock 80.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Flacco. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is getting...
And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
That one good for 24 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And this will be caught at the 30. Give them 32 on the play. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
This one out quickly to Watkins. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
but drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Check. 158.
Check 53 is mine. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Sammy Watkins. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Flacco. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Justin Tucker sets the kickoff.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Here's Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, I'm coming up. Hey, Delta.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44.
From the 44, Rodgers, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Hey, 319!
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, the connection made. It's Graham. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jimmy Graham. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 26-yard line.
Flacco. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England 1st down. Flacco now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Flacco's throw there complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Let's go. Behind. Get in.
On the tackle. A gain of 7. And the Patriot 1st down.
6-6. Pull it high.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Finding Green complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Flacco got a man. It's Brown. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Flacco from the gun. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They go pass again with Flacco. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ryan Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. After the sack on 1st down, Flacco under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Regular.
59
Flacco now on 4th. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 60 yards. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Buffalo, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.